Situation on the ground now in Kiev. We saw even yesterday that many attacks on civilians took place, even one that targeted a kindergarten. Do you have a number of the casualties in the Kiev area since the war started?
We have a lot of people who is injured, a lot of people who is killed already in our city in Kiev. It's almost 300 people injured. From these numbers is 16 children, and they killed 65, and 4 children also killed. Destroyed right now 72 apartments buildings, 11 schools and 5 kindergarten.
Now Kiev is in another new curfew. What does this mean, Mayor Klitschko? Do you expect at the final attack from the Russian troops?
The Russian troops have plans. It's not secrets. Kiev is target. The capital of Ukraine is target from Russians. They have plans in 4 days to occupy the Kiev. Thanks for Ukrainian soldiers, for Ukrainian patriots who defend this attack and stay strong against one of the strongest army in the world, Russia's army, and show the great performance. Because we're fighting right now for our future. We're fighting and defending right now our children, our women, and our city, and that's why every soldier is very motivated. It's very motivated to defend our city. We defend future of our children, and the plans from Russian soldiers not implement. The Russians try to make a circle around Kiev. It doesn't work. It doesn't work thanks to Ukrainian soldiers, to Ukrainian patriots.
Do you think Kiev will fall these days?
As mayor of Kiev, I told to everyone, the Russian soldier will be never ever in Kiev. They never occupied Kiev. I explain you why. More than 1 million men stay in Kiev, and everyone ready to defend our city. Right now, we build foreposts from every street, from every building, from every cross of streets, and we make really foreposts from our city, and we ready to fight, defend our hometown. And I'm more than sure Russians never come here because we don't want to go to the knee, because we don't want to be in a part of Russian Empire. We don't want to make it to live with a dictator and regime. We see our future and future of our children in democratic European country with the name Ukraine.
What can you tell me about the negotiation between Russia and Ukraine? Are there any chance to see a ceasefire?
I'm not involved in negotiation process. First point. As a second point, everybody hope it will be some political solution, but it's very difficult points. Which solution we can find? Which compromise we can find? We have just one message. Russian soldier, go away from our country, go away from our home. It's difficult task. It's task for President of Ukraine, and we hope. We need right now unity from all countries to support Ukraine, to stop the war. Unity with message. Stop the war. Unity to support Ukraine politically, unity to support Ukraine financially, unity to send to us defensive weapon, because we need the weapon to defend our country, and we are very appreciate for every friends, for every country who support because we are fighting and defending. Not just Kiev and Ukraine. we're defending you, everyone who watching us, everyone, because we're fighting for the principles, for the same values what we have. And we don't know where is the finish of interest of Russia to rebuild the empire. Board of Donetsk, Lugansk, board of Poland, board of Germany, or somewhere else. That's why the unity is very important. Stay with us, stay with Ukraine, please.
Mr. Klitschko, did you watch the concert in Moscow last week that Vladimir Putin attended? What do you think about that?
Propaganda. Propaganda work in Russian very much. The Russians understand the main weapons, not the rockets, not the tanks, not the main weapons for Russia is media. They right now zombed whole population. They explain liar. They fighting in his vision against extremists, racist, fascist, nationalist, and it's not true. They explain it's Russians not welcome here in Ukraine, and Russian language is not allowed. It's everything is lie. I am some part of government, self-government. It's not secret. Half of my body is Russian blood because my mom is Russian. We have never ever something against Russian. In Ukraine live peaceful people. We are a peaceful nation. We was never ever aggressive to anyone.
What would you say, Mr. Klitschko, to Vladimir Putin if you'd have the chance to be face in face with the Russian president?
No sense. After everything what he did with my country, no sense to talk him directly because I doesn't see the result. Killed children, women, civilians, destroy the cities, destroy the economy. Not just in our country, it's it's touched everyone in European country, millions of people. If I have a chance to talk to him, I don't know, he will be listening or not. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the sick ambition to rebuild some empire. We live right now in modern world. It doesn't work anymore. Everything what he did, it's beginning of end of Russian Federation. More than sure. It's not good things for Russians in the first. It's not good for Ukraine. It's not good for everyone. But this war is also very, very bad for Russians.
What was the most heartbreaking image that you've seen since the war started in Ukraine?
Died children, killed children, crying women, piece of human bodies in the street. It's horrible. It's horrible images. It's nightmare.
Mayor, I follow you on the social platforms and you are every day out there in Kiev. I'm sure you already know that you're a target for the Russian troops. Aren't you afraid? And were there any assassination attempts to your life?
Actually, every Ukrainian right now is target. Every Ukrainian. It's nobody feel him safety. Safety right now in Ukraine. And that's why it's a war against every Ukrainian, not just every Ukrainian, every democratic countries and every European. But we, Ukrainian, fighting not just for our country. It's a message for everyone who listen us right now, who watch us right now. This war, we're defending every one of you. If you think this war doesn't touch you, it's a wrong opinion. This war touches everyone in the European continent. And that's why be proactive. Block Russian embassy, make a demonstration, push the government to push Russian politically, support economically Ukraine, support with with the humanitarian help, because we need that very much. We need also the weapon support, because we stand in front of one of the strongest armies in the world. And it's very important to be proactive, but unity is our key to bring the back freedom to Ukraine, to European continent.
Mayor, do you think Vladimir Putin will stop at Ukraine if he will practically he already invaded Ukraine, but he will stop to Ukraine? Do you think he is capable, for example, to attack Romania?
Plans of Putin to rebuild empire, Russian empire. And Romania, don't forget, you was a part of Russian empire a couple of years ago, where they stopped the ambition of Russians. Donetsk, Lugansk, no. Ukraine, no. The Russians told the Baltic countries, yes. The Poland, yes. And I'm more than sure Romania can be also in the plans of Russians.
Mr. Klitschko, I saw that the President Zelensky asked for help to Germany today to save Kiev. What kind of help do you need from Germany?
I told already, we need political pressure, economical pressure. Stop economic relationship with Russia, because they invest every dollar, every euro from European Union to support Russia's army. And everyone have to understand, they support democratic Ukraine or authoritarian Russia, aggressive Russia, and Russian army. And if you make a business and support the Russia with economically, they invest the money not in the economy, not to the population. They invest to the army, Russia's army. And after that, we have terrible images from Ukraine. And that's why we need unity around Ukraine, and to do it everything to make economical, political pressure and support Ukraine.
Do you think Vladimir Putin will use nuclear weapons?
We hope not. Vladimir Putin see the Russian army doesn't have success in Ukraine. Everybody very surprised that Ukrainian soldiers so tough and not give the chance to Russians. And that's why it can be possible. Vladimir Putin used the massive weapons to destroy the country and population. I'm talking about nuclear weapon, chemical weapon. This can be possible.
Major Vitali Klitschko, will you ever surrender?
Right now, nobody feel safety in our land. It's everyone in danger. My father, many years ago, teach me it's big privilege for every man to die if you defend your country. We understand this will be a tough fight. We understand this will be painful. And already Ukrainian patriots pay the biggest price, his life, to our independence and territorial integrity. And we continue this fight for our future and for our children. Stay proactive. This war touched everyone. You are not so far from Ukraine. It can touch everyone in Romania. Be proactive. No economical relationship with Russia.